Hey guys, this is testing my first time doing this, so give me a minute. We can talk about any kind of true crime. I just heard about Ted Bundy. I think that's awesome that they linked another unsolved case to Ted. I also think that hopefully, pray to God, Nancy Guthrie ends up coming back. Hope that case gets solved soon. Just hope and pray it gets solved soon. I mean, Brian Enton's back on scene, which is the best thing. And then we can talk more about that. This channel is about tarot. Tarot, gaming, and true crime. I haven't read much into Kohlberger or any of that. I read a little bit about the Delphi murders, but I'm mainly interested in the Nancy Guthrie case. I've been following it every day for the past month, and then I continue following it. I'm always on X, always on Facebook reading it. I follow a bunch of people on it, but I also want to hear your thoughts on it. Like I said, this is a new channel. I'm new, and this is a test. Hopefully, you all could see me, and I'm ready to talk about anything. So, yeah, hopefully, you guys can come into chat away. I believe Brian posted today, but I'm not too sure because I was so busy during the day. Let me see. Let me see if Brian posted. Oh, nope. Brian hadn't posted about his hotel room, so nothing about Nancy.
What a fucking cheater!
But I did hear, from yesterday, that a source close to Brian N. to the investigation of Nancy Guthrie says there were no signs of an assault. So, what do you all think about that? The inside of the house was clean. Certain rooms were described as immaculate. So, what do you all think about that? I think that the perps literally cleaned the house before anyone noticed that Nancy was missing. I also believe that there could be more than one perp, like 2 or 3. I hope we get answers soon. I believe Savannah's upset with some of the YouTubers because of the speculations. If y'all seen the video from the Today Show from last week, I also believe that the family was 100% not involved. I'm starting to speculate maybe that Pima County deputy was involved, but I don't know. I mean, he was in court last week for a kidnapping charge, but we won't know until later. Let's see. You can probably hear my dog roaming around. But my games, I'm usually with games. I like Fortnite, Hogwarts, Legacy, Star Wars Outlaws. I also have kids too. So if you hear me running back and forth between taking care of a little one, then you know why. Sasha, wake up. Hey. My dog's being crazy. Like normal. It's her birthday today. So, hey! So, of course, she's going to be crazy. But it's her birthday. She's 5 years old. She's crazy. I not too sure if I want to wait till my video making kit comes in, because it will have a microphone, a tripod, and something else. I can't remember what else it comes with. And then I'm getting a MacBook too. That'll be coming in to do my live streams. But this is a brand new live stream, a brand new channel. I've had two videos posted 7 years ago. And I haven't thought about it because I was back and forth between jobs and blah, 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 that. I also think that with the whole Nancy Guthrie case, Nanos is covering something. Unless they're waiting for that mixed DNA to come back. But I don't know. I hope that DNA comes back soon so we know who or what the perps are. I pray to God. Just pray for Nancy. That's all I can say. Because this is a weird case. And when I say weird, it's a weird case. I don't know what was said behind the scenes, because I live northeast. But I follow a lot of people. Jennifer Kofendaffer posted on X. Everyone thought the porch guy photo / video would be released and it would break the case wide open. You know why porch guy's face and name aren't the solution? Because no one knows who knows him wants to come forward, and his face is not being circulated enough. And I agree with Jennifer. I still believe two very close people, they know their lives are on the line if they rat each other out. Porch guy had a handy-talkie, which means a walkie-talkie. This means there was someone he was communicating with. Could he have been solo? Nothing can be ruled out right now. But if you see, here's a video of porch guy. And I don't know what you all think of it. It could be anything. I don't know what you guys think of it, but it definitely could be something. someone knows something. I doubt that hopefully we'll find out soon. Hopefully we find out soon, because this is a bizarre case. Like I said, I've been following so many other streamers about it. I've been on X, Facebook, TikTok about the whole damn thing. It's just, the case is so fucking bizarre. It ain't funny. Like, I'm ready to, I don't know. I just want this case solved. This is someone's family. This family knows someone. This family needs their closure. And yes, I don't know how true it was, because they're saying now that Cameron was in Arizona at the time. I don't know how true that was, but the media speculated that Cameron was in Vermont that weekend. Yeah. Yes. We did have a snowstorm in Vermont that weekend. But I don't know how true if he was in Vermont. None of us knows. Cameron knows. I believe I heard something that Cameron's staying in Arizona for the perps to come after him to protect his sisters. I mean, the guy's a Vermont veteran. He was a fighter pilot. So he knows how to get these things done. I don't like bashing other streamers. This is a non-argumentative stream. But yes, I do fucking cuss. I fucking cuss all the time. So, of course, you'll hear me cussing so many times. I also believe that let me rephrase that. Annie and Tommaso, I believe they were not involved. I'm just wondering if Derek Kallela was really part of it. I mean, one of the streamers that I follow, he gave insight about Derek having ties to Phoenix, Arizona. And of course, Derek is creepy. And you guys probably all saw last month about those two goth people, Kiki and her man. You guys probably all saw that. They also have ties to Derek. DJ Mojito. That's another one. Like I said, I'm not from Arizona, so I don't fucking know where these people are. But I do know someone knows someone. I follow too many people that have been on the case, keeping Nancy's name alive on YouTube. Keeping her name alive. Another thing, I believe Erica Kirk hired someone to kill Charlie Kirk. That's another theory, I believe. And then
we always do.
I believe thing is, I don't know if Savannah was lying about Annie calling every hospital in the area.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. None of us knows. It's Savannah's word against everyone about
don't go that way, man. There's way too many people way over
that.
there.
But I can stick up for Cameron, though. Us Vermonters tell it the way it is.
Yep, there's people over here too.
We speak our truth. So if you guys don't like what I have to say about that, then it's this channel is not for you. We have the right. We, us Vermonters, have always spoke the truth and tell it the way it is. Cameron said, "Sweetie." If you play back Savannah's interview, you can hear "Sweetie." How she says, Cameron says, "Sweetie." I hate to tell it to you, but it might be your career. But that's speculation. And allegedly, we don't know who the perps are. We don't know where Nancy is. I've been saying for 2 months now that it's got to be related to the Epstein files. I've been saying that left and right. And then all of a sudden I hear about Derek Kalela's connection to Arizona. And I'm like, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe he could be it. That maybe that's why they have him with court. But who knows? Nobody knows. They are keeping the whole fucking thing hush hush. We don't fucking know. We don't know. But I just want to point this out there. It's allegedly on what I say, who I suspect with Nancy. Allegedly, I suspect it. That's what I say. Yes, I'm in my kid's room. Both of my kids are sleeping. Of course. And then my husband is in the other room with the kids playing Fortnite. So yeah, everything's allegedly speculation. I personally think Derek Kalela could be it, but they're keeping it hush hush. I mean, he's already had a burglary charge or something like that. I don't know. But I really hope this case ends soon. Nancy's Nancy Guthrie is America's grandma, America's mom.
Come on, girl.
I won't
Not playing your
stop.
game, honey.
I will not
You're
stop
not doing this all
watching
fucking night.
the case. I will not stop watching anything about it.
Keep it in your mouth.
I definitely believe that we hopefully will get answers. Hopefully we can get answers. But with all these speculations and Savannah blaming that one person or persons from YouTube or whoever, Savannah's not too happy with the community. I can tell you that. I remember seeing an interview with Hoda. I was all kinds of fuck up. Let me see if I can get. Like I said, this is so new to me. So I don't know. I gotta work with my stuff and work all this out. Because this is brand new. I really hope we get answers. Here, let me do it through my phone. My other phone. Because I don't know how to use YouTube Studio yet. Hang on, let me get at someone. Let's see.
Damn, I have 7 kills already. Holy shit.
Let me get to.
It's important season.
Oh, there we go. Now we got
the day was, I guess, a normal weekend for you. Yeah. The weekend your mom went missing. Tell me what you were doing and what happened.
Well, I had given Mike for Christmas a boys trip to go play tennis, and so he had been gone for the weekend. So I took my kids actually to Carson's. So we had a beautiful, fun night together, and then I came home. And really, it just got home at the same time that Mike came home. We were just saying hi, putting down our stuff, and the kids were running around. And my sister called me, and I said, "Is everything okay?" Mm-hmm. And she said, "No." She said, "Mom's missing." And I said, "What? Yeah. What are you talking about?" She said, "She's gone." And she was in a panic. I was in a panic. I'm like, "Call 911. Yeah. She's like, "I did. We've called them. They're here." And we thought that she must have had like some kind of medical episode in the night, and that somehow, the paramedics had come because the back doors were propped open, and that didn't make any sense. We thought maybe they came and there was a stretcher and they took her out the back. But her phone was there and her purse was there and all her things. And it just didn't make any sense. So, Annie and Tommy had already called all the hospitals, but then I'm like, I'm going to call the hospital. So then I started calling the hospitals, and the police were there and talking to her at the same time. And it was just chaos and disbelief.
Within hours, Savannah was making the long journey home to Tucson. You saw Annie and Cam when you got to their house. Tell me about that moment.
Just disbelief and hugging each other. Yeah. And I think we were on the phone with the sheriff and trying to, really make clear from the very early moments, Annie and Tommy were saying this isn't that case that right. You are used to where someone wanders off. She can't wander off. Mm-hmm. My mom, she was in tremendous pain. Yeah. Her back was very bad. She was trying to, on a good day, she could walk down to the mailbox and get the mail, but most days not. So there was no wander off. And the doors were propped open. Yeah. And there was blood on the front doorstep. And the Ring camera had been yanked off. Yeah. And so we were saying, this is... Yeah.
Do something.
This is not okay.
Yeah.
This isn't... Something is very wrong here.
Yeah. Did you guys talk about what possibly could have happened? Like, what could have happened? What went down? Did you...
I think my brother... my siblings are so amazing. My brother, he spent his career in the military and worked in intelligence and is a fighter pilot and is brilliant. And he saw very clearly right away what this was. And even on the phone, when I called him, he knew. And he said, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. And I said, yeah. What? Well, why? What? And then, it sounds so like, how dumb could I be? But I didn't want to believe. I just said, do you think because of me? And he said, I'm sorry, sweetie, but yeah, maybe. But I knew that.
You did?
I hope not. We still don't know. Mm-hmm. Honestly, we don't know anything. No. We don't know anything. So I don't know that it's because she's my mom and somebody thought, oh, that girl, that lady has money, we can make a quick buck. That would make sense, but we don't know. But yeah, that's probably, which is too much to bear. To think that I brought this to her bedside. That it's because of me. And I just say, I'm so sorry, Mommy. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to my sister and my brother and my kids and my nephew and Tommy and my brother-in-law. I'm like, so sorry. I'm so sorry. If it is me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom.
In the initial days, you and your sister and brother sat together. Mm-hmm. In all the despair, you sat and managed to think of words to say. How were you able to do that?
All right, I'm going to have to put this.
Well, my siblings are amazing.
It's 3.
And we are a unit. And I talked about how brilliant my brother is, but my sister is equally brilliant and also has special powers of intuition and faith and language and depth and heart. And I feel like we came together with all these beautiful gifts that came from our mom and dad and from God. And somehow together we did our best to come up with the words to say. And I haven't posted one thing or said one thing that the three of us haven't decided together. It is surreal. How is it possible that we are having to make a video speaking to a kidnapper who took an 84-year-old woman in the dead of night in her pajamas with no shoes, without her medicine? This little person. And to beg for mercy.
In the days that followed, multiple notes demanding payment were sent to various media outlets. The ransom notes or ransom requests came. Did you believe those to be real?
There are a lot of different notes, I think, that came. And I think most of them, it's my understanding, are not real. And I didn't see them. But, you know, a person that would send a fake ransom note really has to look deeply at themselves.
Yeah.
To a family in pain. But I believe the two notes that we received, that we responded to, I tend to believe those are real.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When the Ring camera video surfaced and you could see who that person was, just tell me what you thought when you saw those images of the person who took your mother.
I mean, it's just absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
It's just totally terrifying. And I can't imagine that is who she saw standing over her bed.
Yeah.
I can't. It's too much.
Yeah.
And I'm glad and grateful to the investigators and the technology companies that were able to find that video. To, I hope, at least with people of good heart and compassion, stop the irresponsible and cruel speculation that had started to swirl.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
I'm glad that people saw what came to our door.
Yeah. When you talk about the cruel speculation, the whispers, the innuendo that it was somebody in your family, how did you weather that?
It's unbearable.
Yeah.
And it piles pain upon pain. There are no words. There are no words. I don't understand. I'll never understand. And no one took better care of my mom than my sister and brother-in-law. And no one protected my mom more than my brother. And we love her, and she is our shining light. She's our matriarch. She's all we have.
Savannah and her family stayed together in Arizona for weeks as the media coverage grew more intense.
We had to move houses many times because people came, and not everyone is respectful, unfortunately. You know, there was a night we had to leave in the dark in the desert, holding hands, me and my sister and brother and I. Get into a car waiting for us because the people outside were closing in. So we found a place that was safe, and then
Hey, enough.
then we couldn't really leave too much. So, like, those days are a blur.
Shush.
Cry and pray.
How did your family feel about the way the investigation was conducted?
Enough.
Well, it's
Hey.
still going. And people have worked tirelessly. Tirelessly.
Really?
And
Get
we
your
see
fucking
that.
ass up there and lay down.
But we need answers. We cannot be at peace without knowing. And someone can do the right thing. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And our hearts are focused on that.
You speak about your mom always in the present tense.
Yeah. I mean, she is present tense to me.
Do you feel her, or have you heard her any moments?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell me about your mommy. Just tell me about her.
My mom she's incredible. She's resolute and strong. Quiet strength, quiet faith, but hard fought. She's funny and a little mischievous, I would say, in her humor. She's a noble creature. She does what's right. She walks in faith, but not a fake, pious, put on faith, but like a grounded, earthy, she fought for it faith.
When you posted Please Pray in the beginning, the ocean of love and prayers, did you feel that? Did you sense what was happening?
I do feel prayers, I do. I believe that. I think she would have been just amazed. Just truly amazed.
One of the images that stayed with me through all of this was you and Annie and Tommaso walking up and looking at the flowers and at the notes. As I saw that, I thought, I wonder if Savannah's going inside, and what that must have felt like for you to go inside of your mom's, your childhood home, your mom's house.
Yeah, I mean, this is the house that we grew up in. It's really the only house I've ever known and remember. So we moved there when I was about 4, I think. It's the house where I came home on a Friday night at 16, and my mom and sister were on the couch praying and told me that my father had died. It's the house where all of our memories are, good and bad. So it's hallowed ground. My mom loved and treasured that house. In good years and lean years, they were able to hold on to that house. That's my mom's safe haven. It was really hard to see that violated, and the terror that she must have felt is unbearable.
Fucking door. What are you doing locking the door? Talking to your boyfriend?
Tell me.
Touching yourself while you're watching
Well,
it?
you were spending all this time in Tucson. Your
Fucking
kids were home. What do they know?
Bring her out.
Well,
I gotta go pee.
it's so hard with kids because, you want to protect them. Dale would write me all the time, Mama, any leads? Do you hear anything? Any hope? And I think that, we tried to talk to them and try to give them a little more certainty than we have. To let them grieve. And for my little nephew Olmo too, there's just a way in which this is even so much harder than Annie and Tommy and Olmo, because they're there. Yeah. And they were there every day for my mom. They made it possible for her to stay in the house we grew up in that she loved so much. I think she always stayed in that house because I think she still felt my father there. All our memories. Let her have her space. And it's just a way in which this is just even more excruciating for them and all that they've been through.
I know it was a hard decision for you, and I know you told me about this, was coming back here, leaving Arizona to come back to New York. Why was that so difficult, that choice?
No, I looked out the window of the airplane and just thought, where are you? Yeah. That desert, that beautiful desert that she loves. Where are you? How could I leave you? But my mom taught me a lot about grief. Our family knows grief. My father passed when I was 16 years old. He was only 49. It was a shock. And I remember my mom saying in those early days when Daddy died, you have to get up and decide and do. Just decide and do. And I'd read that in a book that meant a lot to her and her grief. And so I always remember that. So I'm trying to decide and do. Let's get up and decide.
I'm lying, right?
I've felt terrible
For
grief.
you starting
And I
this
felt
channel.
unfathomable love and comfort. The goodness and kindness of God is remarkable. And in equal measure to my sorrow. She showed us how to survive the unimaginable. When she lost my dad, she was 46 years old. She had 3 kids. She had never worked outside the home. She had to get up. She had to find a job. She had to mother 2 teenagers and 1 young adult just making his way into the world.
Hey.
She took care of her mother.
Out of the garbage.
Her brother, who had Down syndrome. She invited to come live with us. She worked part-time to make ends kind of meet. She found a way, another job, a job she turned into a full-time job, a job she turned into a career. She had a second life of purpose and meaning. She had 1 million friends. She stayed strong for us. She was resolute. She was real. She grieved. I remember moments in my childhood, in those days after my dad died. She was so strong. But some mornings, before dawn, when she thought we were still sleeping, I would hear her crying at my door. To not be alone in her grief. So she taught me to be strong, but she taught me to be true. My faith is strong and resolute. But I, early on, felt that I heard, for one of the very few times in my life, I did hear God speak to me. As I said to myself, I can handle anything, God. I can handle anything. I just can't handle not knowing. We can't handle not knowing.
Yeah.
I have to know. And I heard a voice. And it said, you do know where she is. She's with me. She's with me. So whether she is on this earth still, or whether she is in heaven, I know where she is. I know who she's with. But we need to know.
Did you wrestle with your faith throughout this? You're resolute and strong like your mama. But did you, at some point during all of this, have to wrestle with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not done. But God doesn't tell us not to wrestle with him. This isn't some cheap faith. And my mom taught me that. God only requires our authentic presence. And that he has. But I never doubted. One of my mom's best friend told me that she had been going through a hard time, and she said to my mom, how have you kept your faith all these years? Why? Losing your husband, all the different things that my mom had been through. Like, Nancy, how do you keep your faith? And my mom said to her, well, where else would I go? And I hold that with me. But faith is how I will stay connected to my mom. God is how I'm holding hands with my mom. And I won't let sadness win.
Happy time.
She taught me. See, I saw her grieve. I saw her world shatter. I saw it. And I saw her get up. And I saw her believe. And I saw her love. And I saw her hope. And I saw her smile. And I saw her laugh. I saw her joy. I saw her love of the world and adventure. I saw her belief. I saw her faith. She taught me. She taught all of us. And I may not do it as well as her, but I will do it. I will do it for my kids. I will. I will not fall apart. I will not let whoever did this take my children's mother from them. I will not let them take my joy. They will not take my sister's joy. They will not take my brother's joy. They will not take our love. They will not take our faith. But our anguish is real. We need help. We need someone to tell the truth.
Yes.
I have no anger in my heart. I have hope in my heart. I have love. That this family needs peace.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think we deserve anything more or less than any other person. We don't say, why us, why me, why anything. If I say why me for this horrible thing, then I have to say why me for all the beautiful blessings of my life. Well, then Yes, why? I don't know why. I'm grateful for my blessings. And I'm heartbroken for this sorrow.
Yes.
I'm heartbroken.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I am crushed, but I am not abandoned. We are not alone. Do we need an answer? And someone has it in their power to help. It is never too late. And when you do, the warmth of love and forgiveness that will come will be greater than can be imagined. I know what it is to be forgiven.
Yes.
And there is no greater joy.
Yes.
And that joy awaits whoever can hear this and find it in their heart to help.
Yes. You're focusing on people in Tucson. Somebody there must have seen or known something and maybe forgot about it or didn't pay attention to it.
How can someone vanish without a trace?
Yeah.
How? Someone knows something, even if that something is someone's been acting strange for the last 7-8 weeks, even if it's just that. Somebody knows. And maybe somebody's afraid. And I understand that. But our hearts are in agony. We can't breathe. We can't live. We can't go on. We can't be at peace. We can't go forward. We have to know what happened to her.
Yes. You talked about coming back to New York. One of the other enduring images for me was walking into Studio 1A and seeing you there, speaking to everybody. What was it like for you walking back in there?
I really wanted to come and see everybody.
Yeah.
I just love this beautiful place that we call home, where we get to come and be every day. And I know how much people have prayed for me and loved me. All the people that you see on TV, and then all the people that you don't. All the notes and messages that I have received are just so beautiful. I just wanted to be with my family. They're my family too.
You said something when you were there, and you said, I don't know how to come back, and I don't know how not to come back.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I look at the Today Show, which is the answer to all my dreams, actually better than my dreams.
So how about coming back? I know everyone's wondering.
So it's hard to imagine doing it because it's such a place of joy and lightness, and I can't come back and try to be something that I'm not. But I can't not come back because it's my family. I think it's part of my purpose right now. I want to smile. And when I do, it will be real. And my joy will be my protest. My joy will be my answer. And being there is joyful. And when it's not, I'll say so. And I have been so grateful to have this family. I consider This is my family, my greater family. And when times are hard, you want to be with your family. And I want to be with my family. And so I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'll belong anymore. But I would like to try. I would like to try. And I'm not going to be the same. But maybe it's like that old poem, more beautiful in the broken places.
I mean, wow. That was put perfectly, Jenna. I feel like I just want to talk to you because there's no one at this table who's closer to Savannah than you. You guys are like sisters. And I just wanted you to say a few words.
Well, I just want to say everything she said to you over the last 2 days is perfectly Savannah.
Mhm.
She has been braver than I can even imagine. She has been so vulnerable. I mean, she took her pain,
Mhm.
her heart, her faith,
Mhm.
her family in the midst of her despair. She laid it on the table for all of us. She didn't have to do that.
No, she didn't.
And she has, and I think of all of those people who have had heartbreak, they feel seen.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that too, because she said she has a purpose. And I was thinking, if you can come here and sit here and do this job through that, you are showing something incredible. And I think a lot of people are wondering, well, when is she coming back? Well, she is coming back to this job that she loves here today. And we're glad to say that she will start here, sitting next to this wonderful human being, Craig, Monday, April the 6th.
Because she is not going to let sadness win.
Mhm.
The joy is going to be her protest. It is where she belongs. It's where we all want her to be. We cannot wait to welcome her back with open arms here in Studio 1E. There's not been a day that's passed since all of this went down where someone has not come up to me and then someone said, "When's Savannah coming back?
When's Savannah coming back?"
Yes.
I know.
April 6th. And what's wonderful is that it's almost symbolic. After Easter and the resurrection, rising.
Yeah.
And, I think as a family we'll hold hands and help her. I had not thought about that.
Of course you did, Mr.
And
Roser.
she had, of course.
Of course,
too,
of course. And I think from her point of view too, I was thinking, imagine if all of your life is so chaotic. There's a place to come that's normal.
Yeah.
Like this is for her a normal pillar in her life.
She knows she has all of our support.
Yeah.
We can't wait to give
She's
that
had
to her.
ours all the time. I do think we should mention something else here before we take a quick break. You've sat here for a few weeks. You got a lot happening in your life.
Yes.
You got 2 girls you're rearing by yourself. You got a company you're running. And when the coach called and they said we need somebody to come in and pinch hit, you didn't bat an eye.
And we needed you.
Oh, I love you. Thank you. You know what? That's why when we say family, we mean it.
Sure.
And when Savannah comes back on the 6th, which is going to be a beautiful reunion for you guys.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC.
I didn't even know about the third part. I only saw 2 of them. 2 parts, but I kept hearing that there was 3 parts. I did not know. I didn't see the Dateline episode, so I don't know any about that. Let me see if I can share screen. So that's what KVOA, News for Tucson, wrote. 2 months into the investigation of Nancy Guthrie's death, I don't know why the hell they put death, which is fucking weird. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos, Nanos, the one that fucked up the entire case from the beginning, says there are no suspects or motive identified, but there is a lot of evidence. Okay, what the fuck do you mean a lot of evidence? What the hell do you mean a lot of evidence? a lot of evidence. What the fuck? And yes, I'm bashing Nanos because he fucked the entire case up from the beginning. He fucked it all up. And I stand by my word on that. He fucked it up. Let me see if I can find a picture of Porch Guy. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Once I find it. Screen share. I don't know if you guys.
Can't do it this time, Dale.
I don't know what you guys think of this. About the deputy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about after this.
22 years old. Arrested and charged with kidnap. He was fired after being notified of the arrest by Tucson Police Department. I don't know if he's been out. Oh. Preliminary hearing scheduled April 6th. Details remain limited at this time. That I did not see until now. Like I said, I was busy. I don't know what you guys think of the propped door open. I don't know what you guys think of it at all. Let me. Ugh, I can't spell. What the hell? And here's the one that I follow on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. This is Porch Guy. Some people are saying that Porch Guy has a car. That there was a car. But I don't know.
It's alright. We're gonna head out.
I doubt it. But I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. Yeah, I did not know about Travis having another hearing. So I don't know what you guys think of that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to think of Travis, though. He's a PDF aisle, by the sounds of it. I believe, I mean, yes, he's got all the facials, but he doesn't. He's 6'6". He's 6 foot tall. He isn't the porch guy, but he was working on the caves. Don't know. We don't know. We'll find. Hopefully, they'll tell us more on Monday. Hopefully. But, alright. It's our 5-minute wrap up. The kids, well, my 3-year-old has school therapy, speech therapy. But hopefully I'll get on more. I don't know if I'm gonna come back on later tomorrow or not. But I hope you all have a good night. And I will see you soon. Bye.